Welcome back guys to another video. Make sure to subscribe, join the Discord or the other cool shit, and make sure to enjoy. And if you don't enjoy, let me know why down in the comments. So let's go. So 3 anime to watch from the up and coming summer 2020 season. First, let's talk about the spring season. So spring season was kind of shit for me. I started like 3 or 4 anime. I dropped like 3 of them in the first few episodes, and I only stayed with Tower of God where I finished it yesterday. 13 episodes. It was okay. I rated it on my anime list. Link is in the description. About a 7 out of 10. It was okay. Rachel is a hoe that no one likes, and protagonist is a big simp boy. That's all I got for that. I probably won't be reading the manhwa for that. So because I was only watching one anime let's see, I decided to pick up an old anime that I haven't seen before. That was Hunter x Hunter 2011. This is where I found this clip on YouTube from the 1999 version. So yeah, Hosoka Best Boy. Now onto the summer 2020 season. So I'm going to be watching 3 anime, probably only these 3 anime. I was looking at the other anime. I don't really have interest. I'm still behind like 3 seasons. I'm Sword Art Online, so I probably won't be watching the whatever season it's up to now for that, and kind of lost interest in Sword Art Online. And some of the new released anime I'm not really interested in, apart from the special one I'm talking about. There is an Attack on Titan recap movie coming out as well, so I don't know the exact date for that, but it's scheduled for summer, so I may check that out as well, but that's not really a new anime season. So the 3 I'm going to be watching, first up we have The God of High School. I personally do read the manhwa, and I will be making much more videos on The God of High School manhwa as well as the anime when it comes out. I've already made one talking about the anime more in depth, so if you want to check out that if you want more detail, but I'll just go over some basic stuff of it now and why I'm so hyped. So it's a top tier fighting manhwa, and as we know, this channel features a lot of fighting manhwa such as Kengan Ashura, manhwa, manga, anime, Kengan Ashura, Baki, Record of Ragnarok. That's pretty much the staple of the channel. The staple of the channel being chads, of course, and you know, this manhwa now anime has a lot of chads. This is what I really enjoy. The protagonist is my favorite character that I've seen thus far. I'm in like the mid 200 for chapters for the manhwa. It's up to around the 400s now, and the anime adaptation, based on how the trailers are going, is meant to adapt up to around chapter or episode they're called on webtoons, around 100, 104, something along those lines, based if they go directly off what was shown in the trailers. So I highly predict that it's going to be around 24 episodes, but there has been leaks going around it could be 13 episodes, meaning it could have a split core or something along those lines. I hope they don't rush it, but it is a chance that they would rush it. But as a whole, the main input or the main reason I'm so hyped for that is the fights. The fights are great, impactful, fast paced, and the soundtrack based on the trailer seems to be fast paced as well. So the fighting element for God of High School will be unmatched this season. It will be pure greatness. It's done by Studio Mappa. Studio Mappa working on a lot of stuff this year and next year, but I think based on how the trailer look, they're going to do well, and the animation quality is going to be much better for the God of High School being the second Crunchyroll manhwa original than what it was for the Tower of God. So that's going to be cool. Better adaptation as a whole, better characters. I haven't read the manhwa for the Tower of God, but based on the 13 episodes I watched of the Tower of God anime, I much prefer the God of High School and how the early parts are. Later parts of God of High School, especially where I'm around now, aren't the best, but they won't be adapted in the first season or the first part of the God of High School. Just pure greatness from the start to the end of this season, most likely. The release date is July 6th, so stay tuned for that. About what, 12 or so days from the recording of this video, so very cool. Can't wait for the God of High School. Probably my most hyped and my most anticipated anime to be coming out of summer 2020. So if you have to check out one, if you enjoy martial arts and this chad fighting anime slash and manga manhwa, God of High School should be #1 on your list to watch. Now on to the next 2 I'm going to be watching. So of course I'm watching the 2nd season of Fire Force. I watched the 1st season as it was airing every week. I'm surprised it got a 2nd season this far, but I'm very happy it also got this season as well. Very hyped. It's going to be starting airing on July 4th, and I believe the episode number also hasn't been confirmed. I'm going to assume it's going to be around 12 to 24 this time, similar. I believe last season was 24. Hopefully it'll reach 24 as well. It's done by David Production, based on how good the 1st season looked. Fire Force season 2, based on the trailers as well, is going to look as good, if not better, and the animation and the art style quality for season 1 was great. As maybe a main selling point for the anime and how good it was. The story was okay, characters were pretty good. I enjoyed most of the characters. Story was okay, got better near the end, but the main selling point, how engaging it was how good the animation and how much effort David Production had put into it. It is a shonen with its typical shonen tropes, but it does stray away and become unique in its own way. A big issue with it is that I believe the manhwa has stopped publishing, or the author of the manhwa, same author of Soul Eater, has actually stopped producing content for the Fire Force. I could be wrong there, and this could be updated. From last I heard, he has stopped. So season 3, or I don't know how far the manga is, but I believe a season 3 may not be happening unless the manga starts going on. So this may be the final season for a long while for Fire Force. So that may be interesting and may pretty much lead them to put more effort into the season to really embrace it and pretty much bring up the manga's very much readership and the mangaka to come back, maybe, if I'm right about that. But as a whole, Fire Force would be hype. And hey, you know, it has the ancient game, the most important game, you know, of watching anime is, you know, choose your waifu. You got all these top tier waifus. You have the ancient game of choosing your waifu while watching. So, you know, gotta enjoy that. And if you haven't seen season 1, highly recommend it. Very good. If you enjoyed maybe the first 6 episodes, you'll probably enjoy the rest of this, getting better and better. And hopefully it continues that hype train onto this season. And the last anime I'm going to be watching for summer 2020, and an anime you should watch as well, is ReZero Season 2, the long-awaited isekai greatness. Can't wait to start watching this. And a side note on, you know, isekai anime Season 2, where's the, you know, No Game No Life Season 2? Like, you know, we need that more than ReZero, just my opinion, but, you know, Game No Life Season 2, please, one day, thanks. So yeah, back to ReZero. It's done by Studio White Fox again. As we know, first season, top the animation, and from what it's been showing, they're going to even put more effort into this Season 2. Like, just think about this. They released a director's cut of pretty much the whole of Season 1 before they even released Season 2, just to, you know, build people's hype up and show that they're ready to make this season absolute greatness when it comes to animation and adaptation quality. It was meant to start last season, but due to all the COVID, everything around the world going for there, they delayed it to this season, and I'm finally ready to enjoy the ReZero greatness, being one of my favorite isekai anime. A lot of isekai animes tend to be very similar in elements, but one that, you know, brings ReZero above the others is its psychological element and thriller element to the story. Not many other isekai anime actually do this, and the ones that do are personally my favorite. And with psychological being my favorite anime genre, this is why I enjoy ReZero so much. It has, you know, the almighty game of choose your waifu as well, with the only correct choice is Rem. Like, if you choose someone else, something's wrong with you. Now, I don't know if you're a true ReZero fan if you think otherwise. From research I could tell, I believe it's going to be a split core of 12 and 12 episodes, but I could be wrong. It's starting on July 8th, so we've got July 4th, July 6th, and July 8th, so that's a, you know, 2-day in between all these episodes. That's like the perfect combo, you know, if you're gonna watch these 3, 2 days in between each new episode release. That's just perfect. I don't know what else you could ask for. And yep, that's 3 anime you should be watching in summer 2020. If I had to rank them from, you know, my most hyped, or one I'm gonna be 100% watching all the way through to the end, would be The God of High School, ReZero, then Fire Force. That's the order my favorite, most enjoyable, and most hyped for, so very cool for that. If I had to go for the general public or the general anime community, the most hyped would probably be ReZero Season 2, you know, with that almighty isekai genre fandom just rising up to eat this Season 2 up. And then probably The God of High School Season 2 with its huge manhwa fan, being one of the biggest manhwa on Webtoon and the biggest manhwa around, one of the longest running ones as well, with the amount of episodes and chapters to consume. So The God of High School will be absolute hype, and I can't wait for more greatness and more videos to be released on that I'm currently working on. So yep, that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed, subscribe, leave a like, let me know your thoughts down in the comments, and that's it, guys. Peace.